Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm DJ Sixsmith. You're watching The Sit Down. Tay Diggs is here with us. Got a lot cooking these days. Tay, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm well. How are you, good sir?
I'm great. It's a pleasure to be talking to you. And listen, Memorial Day is this weekend, unofficial kickoff of summer, but we're also respecting and paying homage to those who've served. And I know it comes close to home to you with your father. So just tell me about him and why is this weekend so important to you, man?
Thank you, man, for this opportunity. Yeah, it's Memorial Day, and I've partnered up with USAA in trying to remind everybody to take a moment and remember all of the people that have given their lives and so much more for this country that we live in. My stepfather served as well. He's no longer with us, but he made sure that along with all of the fun that goes along with these summer holidays, we are reminded of what the holiday truly means. Uh, I love that USAA are they're leading this campaign in getting everybody to leave a digital tribute to the people that they know or don't know, just so that people kind of realize, what folks have gone through for us, people like you and me, to walk in this country that we love so much. Um, Paul poppyinmemory.com. That is the website. And just, I guess it was last week. A lot of people don't know this, but in World War I, the poppy plant was a symbol for remembering. So last week, I took a little bit of time and planted a little poppy plant just for those fallen soldiers.
Awesome, man. Yeah, it's really great that you can share this, and it's really important for folks to know, right? There's so many important life lessons to learn, and just how did those men shape you? I mean, you mentioned your father, your stepfather. You're still doing your thing today in such a tremendous way. What were some of the most important things you learned from them?
You know what? It's in the little things where just the way my father would talk about when he served, it commanded a certain level of respect, and just him planting that little seed has kind of affected how I just look at the world. It's very easy to kind of take for granted, certain freedoms that we have, and to forget why we have these freedoms and who sacrificed so that we have these freedoms. For so long, um, Memorial Day represented beaches and swimsuits and pretty girls, uh, until I forced myself to remember why we are celebrating what we're celebrating. So it's great to have fun, but it's also, I think it's necessary to kind of remember why we're here in the first place.
No question about it. Really well said. When I think about your career, you've been doing this thing for a minute, man. I mean, from the days of Broadway to what you're doing now. Why don't we talk about All American first? Because that show gained some steam, right? And then it goes on
Yes.
Netflix in the pandemic. It pops. So, what's been the craziest part of this whole experience?
What's been crazy? I guess just the quick turnover in how many fans are kind of with us. You know what I mean? The first season, we didn't even know if we would uh, continue that season, and then this business is so crazy. At the drop of a hat, everything could change, and that's what it did. So we're very thankful and fortunate, and as I was saying before, with Memorial Day, we're making sure we don't take these opportunities for granted.
Well, you've had a lot of great opportunities. I mentioned Broadway before. Why don't we go back to the 90s, man? You do a little show called Rent. What do you remember when that was first starting up?
Oh boy, it was awesome, man. And I don't know if this is just because I'm getting older, but I'm thinking back of I often think back of on certain times in my life, and I just it was just a great time. We were all young and at the beginning of our careers. We were all very excited to be working, and then to be blessed with such a piece that had such an effect on the world. We had no idea. I mean, I had no idea. I thought it was a solid piece of music theater, but I had no idea that it would affect people in the way that it did. So, that was one of the first kind of small miracles in my career.
Folks have really been missing Broadway. It's been a long time since the lights were
Yeah,
on and Broadway's coming back. So how excited are you for the lights to be coming back this year?
you have no idea, man. Like I really, I mean, the next time I hit, yeah, I'm. That's it's part of who I am. You know what I mean? And I was hoping, I was very 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 hopeful that after through all this pandemic stuff that theater would come back, and now that it is, I'm beyond ecstatic. Beyond.
After the play itself, I mean, that was such a profound experience. But then the movie comes along later on. What was that like for you and the rest of the crew?
Man, we were living on cloud nine. You know what I mean? Like how many people get the opportunity to be, in a piece that's as pivotal as Ren, and then be able to do a movie of it with the same. It was awesome. It was awesome. So now that of course, when we were in it, we didn't realize how awesome it was, but we're all on a huge text chain, and we're reminding each other of each other's birthdays and anniversaries, all that stuff. So it was it was just a ball. It was a ball.
You've had some good ones in your day. I also think about 1999. That was a big movie year. The Best Man was a big one for you. So, I mean, that one really represented in a big way too, in terms of Black actors on screen. So what do you remember about that one?
I remember feeling so relieved that there were other people like me, and that story was about people like me. I just remember, as I said before, I was like, it can't get any better. That film for me at least was one of the first of its kind, and it was an honor to be cast in it. We're all still family and friends, and through our kids and marriages and divorces and grandkids. It just goes to show how special certain projects can be.
Well, Taye, thanks for hanging out, man. Really nice to meet you. Congrats on everything, and enjoy Memorial
Thank you.
your father and your stepfather, right?
I appreciate it, brother. Take care of yourself.